The royal family announced with deep sorrow the death of Prince Philip at the age of 99. The Queen has referred to Philip as her strength and guide throughout their 73-year marriage and her 69-year reign. The Duke of Edinburgh spent his final days at Windsor Castle with his wife after a 28-night stay in hospital, having been admitted in mid-February for an infection. Her Majesty announced her husband's death at midday as the Union flag was lowered to half-mast outside Buckingham Palace and on public buildings across the UK and Commonwealth. The royal family said in a statement, "It is with deep sorrow that Her Majesty the Queen announces the death of her beloved husband, His Royal Highness the Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. His Royal Highness passed away peacefully this morning at Windsor Castle." Look at the poster image. What do we know about Prince Philip? Do we know who he was and his role within the royal family? Pause the video and talk to the person next to you. Prince Philip was the Queen's husband. They had been married for 73 years and he had been at the Queen's side for all of her 69-year reign. Watch this tribute to Prince Philip. Can you recall an interesting fact to share with others afterwards?
Princess Elizabeth and Lieutenant Mountbatten, looking very happy, thanked one guest after another for all the good wishes. And I feel sure they must have realised that at this time also, millions in Britain and the Commonwealth were thinking of them and their future. As the royal wedding draws near, the whole nation welcomes the opportunity of wishing long life and happiness to Her Royal Highness and to her fiancé.
It's been a challenge for us, but by trial and experience, I believe we have achieved a sensible division of labour and a good balance between our individual and joint interests. However, I think that the main lesson that we've learned is that tolerance is the one essential ingredient of any happy marriage.
Film includes a few shots taken during off-duty hours in the wardroom with some of his fellow officers. Princess drove and the Prince acted as fireman. Quite a thrill, no doubt.
Her tour cut short by the tragic passing of her father, Queen Elizabeth leaves the Argonaut. There is no ceremony, but all thoughts for her at this sorrowful homecoming.
He had a clear eye, and he could see what a waste of time to do it that way, or might be better to do it this way. And I'm sure if he said it, which I have no doubt he would. I mean, why would you keep it to yourself when you have an opinion and you think it could be better?
Nobody had really thought about, and by the way, what is he going to do? And it took a little while to find people who understood that he had extraordinary experience and skills of his own that could be made very good use of. But he also found ways in which he could make an impact.
to have somebody, that you can confide in and smile about something which you couldn't perhaps smile about in public is very, very important. And to be able to share that with somebody is immensely important.
All too often, I fear Prince Philip has had to listen to me speaking. He is someone who doesn't take easily to compliments, but he has quite simply been my strength and stay all these years. And I and his whole family, and this and many other countries, owe him a debt greater than he would ever claim, or we shall ever know.
Prince Philip was born in 1921 on the Greek island of Corfu. His family were royals, but they were banished from Greece when Philip was 1. He spent his childhood in France, Germany, and the UK. After school, he joined the Royal Navy as a cadet in 1939, just before World War II broke out. 5 years after his wedding, his wife, Princess Elizabeth, became Queen Elizabeth II when her father passed away in 1952. He had 4 children: Prince Charles, Princess Anne, Prince Andrew, and Prince Edward. Prince Philip was involved with many charities and was patron to almost 800 organisations. He cared a lot about wildlife and was the first UK president of the World Wildlife Fund. Prince Philip spent much of his life at the Queen's side. As her husband, he wasn't the king, but had a special job title, consort, and his role was to support her throughout her reign. He holds the record for the longest serving consort in British history.